Hi there, I'm Brian Whitmore, Director of the Russia program here at CEPa, and this is a vertical video, the second in a special series on the Ruski Mir, or the Russian world. So, another reason the Russian world is on my mind of late is because Ukraine has been consistently driving a stake into the heart of the idea. It's been doing so consistently for the past 5 years, as the vast majority of ethnic Russians and Russian speakers in Ukraine have rejected the Ruski Mir and remained loyal to Kyiv. But two things this year really drove the point home. One took place in April, when Volodymyr Zelensky, a Russian speaker, won Ukraine's presidency with a stunning 73% of the vote, including strong support from Ukrainian speakers in the country's west, and proceeded to be a staunch and effective defender of Ukrainian independence from Moscow. The idea that a Russian speaker can be a Ukrainian patriot and effectively troll Vladimir Putin with humorous barbs undermines the idea of the Russian world and clearly gives the Kremlin heartburn. And the other event this year that undermined the idea of the Russian world was, of course, the Ukrainian Orthodox Church's successful achievement of autocephaly, or independence, in January. The Moscow Patriarchate reacted to Ukraine's march to autocephaly by cutting its ecclesiastical ties with Constantinople. And the Kremlin went one better, with an implicit threat of violence. Vladimir Putin's spokesman, Dmitry Peskov, menacingly warned that, quote, just as Russia defends the interest of Russians and Russian speakers, and Putin has spoken about this many times, Russia will defend the interests of the Orthodox. The hysterical reactions underscore the geopolitical significance of the Ukrainian Orthodox Church's independence. It underscores and reinforces the truth that Ukrainian history is much, much more than an appendage of Russia's. Ukrainians quickly and very correctly point out that when medieval Kyiv was a major metropolis with a thriving Orthodox Church, what is today Moscow was pretty much an uninhabited forest. And while Ukraine does have deep historical ties to Russia, it also has deep historical ties to Poland, Lithuania, Austria, Hungary, and Romania as well. Yes, it was part of the Russian Empire, but it was also part of the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth and the Austro-Hungarian Empire. But Putin and his ideological surrogates prefer to believe the myth that Ukraine is nothing more than part of the Russia world. And this year, that myth just received two enormous body blows. Keep telling us what you think on Twitter and on Facebook. I'm Brian Whitmore, and this has been the second in a special vertical video series on the Russian world.